What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. All right, guys, we're going to be doing another test. That's right. This is going to be the level that we have to go to now in order to prove things are working or not. We all know, if you saw this morning, that crit damage, in fact, does not work. So now we're going to test another stat that's, I think, fairly important. We'll see if this one can actually make up for crit damage not working for the time being, and if it actually does work at all. So we're going to focus on this. First, before I do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and actually reset my entire strength amount here. I'm going to put it all into precision. Okay, we're going to just max out precision here completely, just so we have 99%. I know I don't need to go this far, but we're going to do it anyways, just to make it all the way to the top. And the reason why I'm doing that here is because I need to see this 99%. I'm way over what I need to be, but that's just to ensure that we don't have the margin of error. Okay, so what are we going to test today? Well, we're going to test defense penetration. You guys can see here, I've got currently 0%. Okay, we're going to keep this as simple as possible. We're going to make it as simple as possible, just so we don't have any issues. Now, we're going to just put a defense penetration 99% precision. Okay, we're going to just keep that simple, and we're going to keep it as like clean as possible. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the bear fight. As you guys can see here, there is no current penalty for this fight for me. I'm 189k still with all the guys listed here. I'm going to use Westwind yet again, and we're just going to do some basic damage functions. Okay, basic damage. So I'm going to just do the skill, take a number down, do the skill, take a number down, etc. We'll do the same exercise as last time, and this time we're going to use defense penetration as our main stat, and the boots, specifically the boots. Now, the boots that I've currently put on don't actually have any form of attack. So 208737. Okay, you know what? I don't want to count crits. So let's just, why did you have to crit? Like the one time I needed you not to do a crit, you crit. I've literally got no like agility. I've got no equipment on. I'm completely, right now, as you see him, he has no equipment, by the way. Completely base stats, except for the weapon, of course, right? So level 73 base stats. So let's go ahead and try this out now. Okay, we're going to do a little test here. Oh, we didn't even connect. Okay, so let's just wait for this. Now, I want to talk about something real quick while I'm waiting for this stupid thing to cool down. Last time I did my testing, people were like, hey, Payne, can you from now on edit, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I will never edit a testing video. Never, ever, ever, ever. Don't even ask that question. There we go. 128681. 128681. Hold on. Hold that thought. 128681. We'll put no crits. Okay, just to make it simple. No crits. I will never edit. I will never ever edit a test video. It's a test video. It's meant to be raw. You're meant to see all my mistakes. You're meant to see all my strategies. You're meant to see all my work. Because if I start editing test videos, I promise you guys, there's going to be a thread or something out there saying that I tampered with something because somebody doesn't believe me, and it's not worth the time and effort to do that. Okay, 129224, 129224. Okay, just so you guys are all on the same page here with me. Not exit. Let's just go retry. And again, I can't shoot more than once, by the way, guys, because the Westwind buff kicks in and the damage does way more. So we're gonna continue just retrying. I'll do 5 attempts again, okay? Just so it's simple. We'll keep it clean. Now we'll try it with the boots after. I don't know how much the boots actually give percentage-wise. I haven't even looked yet, but I will. And then we'll see if that makes a difference. 129288. 129288. Oopsie. Okay, let's go back. So let's just get, see, with precision at 99%, you're pretty much going to be around that number, right? So the 128s, 129s, that's what the whole point of precision is to stop that margin of error in your damage and to make it as precise as possible, hence the word precision. So we'll do 2 more just to keep it like the same crit damage one. We'll do 5 in total. I know I don't have to test other weapons because we saw the Orb of Avarice did in fact have the same number or the same crit thing. So 208012. You know what? Crit. 208012. We'll record crit as well, just in case. Just in case defense penetration does somehow affect crit. We'll find out. It shouldn't really, but it may. Who knows, right? So we'll record a crit or 2 in there just to make sure. Okay. So give me a sec here, guys. Okay. 128745. 128745. Okay, and we'll do one more just to be sure. Just to be sure. Oops, sorry, doing something real quick. Let's go after the bear. Come here, Yogi. Okay, 128449. Okay, you know what? 128. I'm pretty confident that the crit is going to look very similar to this throughout. Okay, so we're going to just record this, and this is 0%, 0% defense penetration. Okay, now we're going to go in and put in some actual defense penetration and see if we can alter those numbers in any way, shape, or form. Now, the goal here, ideally, is to find gear that will allow me to put as much defense penetration with 0 attack or agility added onto it. Okay, and that's the goal. So again, I'm gonna have you guys watch me do this, and then we're gonna do it together, so everyone again sees that I'm doing this fair and square, and there's no tampering. So I went ahead and did this. So I got these Palace Guard boots up. What a waste of material, but it is what it is. Defense penetration, HP. You guys can see here, no additional addition to any form of damage except for HP. Now, if you look back to basics and you go back check here, defense penetration is a 4.27%. It's not going to do a lot. You need a lot more defense penetration. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go and check out what we can find here with no other, like additional attack. I don't have a choice, but 162 is not bad, so we'll throw this one on. Okay, so that's more right there, and then we're gonna need to find additional damage penetration here. So again, the goal is to take as little of attack additions as possible. So anything without perfect defense penetration, let's do that. And then same scenario here, defense penetration, have as little amount as possible. Defense penetration, no attack, we don't want attack. Defense penetration, HP, perfect. Okay, guys, so the only addition we have is 162 attack. That'll account for almost nothing when it comes down to actual damage. But now our defense penetration is at 7.74%. Let's just see, right? Let's see what happens. Now, ideally, what I'd want to see is if I can find myself more defense penetration in these. Let's just see if I can do that again without like really playing into anything else. So let's just check, right? I'm putting no sets, by the way, so there's no additional bonuses found in anything that we do here. Okay, defense penetration. Let's see, attack, additional HP, dark damage. Perfect. I'm not doing dark damage, so that's even better. So there you guys go. And then let's add defense penetration here. And again, if you guys don't want to watch this part, just fast forward it. It's pretty easy to do. Use the fast forward button. I'm just getting ready to set this up so I don't have any problems after this. Perfect. Additional HP. Excellent. Okay, we'll put that one on. So that's more defense penetration there. And then the last one, right? Let's just put in a random defense penetration. And just so you guys are aware, the set that I have now doesn't actually affect anything because there is no, there's no swapping in and out here, right? Defense, perfect. Okay, so now we got a 2-piece going on here, but you guys can see here, this is when you tag out. There's gonna be no tagging out, so this won't affect anything. So if we go back now to the basics, now we've got what? 12.22%. So that's actually a better number. So let's go with that. 12.22% defense penetration, 99% precision. All right, guys, let's see if this actually makes a difference. Now, again, the only extra stat I have here, if you go back to my artifacts, is 162 attack. That is the only bonus that you're seeing. Okay, everything else here is legit, right? So again, make sure that we are good. 12, yep, okay, good, awesome. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if this makes any form of a difference in the actual attack itself. So we're going to start doing some recordings again, and hopefully we see some form of increase in damage, all right? Not from the 162 extra attack, which won't do anything really at the end of the day, but hopefully from the actual 12% of defense penetration. So we're going to do a couple tests again. We'll do 5 as usual. Okay, let's let the bear run. Let's go here. Of course, you had to crit. Okay, like I said, we'll record this we'll record this anyways. Crit, we did 228. I mean, we're already seeing a little bit of a difference, right? 228, 745. Okay, and we'll do non-crit allowed over here. All right, first test done. 228, 745. Again, can't use Westwind any further than the one shot, unfortunately, because of the buff, right? So anyone wondering while you're watching now, if you just started watching, I don't know why you just start watching in the middle or almost at the end, but that's the reason why the buff stacks will do 30% more damage. It's not going to give us accurate numbers. So it's one shot, one kill kind of scenario. Okay, let's see what we get here. 140950. Okay, that's 140950. So right away, you guys can see a difference, right? So if we do a little bit of calculations here, let's get a calculator out. So if I go 140950 divided by 128681, it's almost an 11% increase right there, right? So if I do it again, if I do backwards math, 28681 divided by 140950, yeah, about 10%. About 10% increase. So 10% increase. So 10% increase. Okay, let's go back, retry, do it again. And just so you guys are aware, Shadow Step massively increases your damage on all fronts. So don't do your Shadow Step testing with anything, because that'll just screw your numbers completely up. Unless you plan to Shadow Step every single time you do an attack, then you can check the difference with the defense, obviously. But if you're looking just for raw numbers without all that extra jazz, never Shadow Step into your attacks. Oh, I missed that. Did anybody see that? Shit. I think it was 1-4 something again. 1-4 something. Okay, I'll do this one again. Sorry, guys. I was talking and number popped up way too quick. Okay, let's do this again. See if this makes a bigger difference this time. 228940. Wow, that was close to the first one. That's really, really close. 228940. Okay. Right away, you guys can see about a 20% difference, right? Right there, you can see that it's pretty much a 20% difference. So plus 20%. That's of course taken into effect some crit damage, but that's yeah, I don't know how that works out, but so far it's about 20% difference from this one, right? I mean, a little bit less. Let's say like 18%. I guess crit damage. This is why I want to do with crit damage as well, because I think it calculates it a little bit differently. Okay, let's see here. Because what? Oh no, it's a 10%. No, my bad, guys. Sorry. Let me go back. That's my bad. 20k. Oh, that's a 10% difference. What am I doing? Sorry, guys. That's literally a 10% difference. Like exact, almost 10% difference. Okay, so let's continue. Wow. Sorry, guys. Late night. I are not the greatest at math. 140943. Okay, 140943. Yeah, you guys can see here, it's pretty much a 10% increase here as well. Like almost 12% actually. It's like a 10, 11, 12. Like, yeah, I mean, if you go 10% of 128,000, it's about 12%, or 12,000, sorry, 13,000. It's roughly about, yeah, like 11%, 12% increase, 11% increase, right? About that. Yeah, so that's about accurate. So there you guys go. I think this is, I'll do one more. I'll do one more just to kind of make it evened out. But it looks like for a fact, defense penetration is making a way bigger impact than crit damage, right? Because crit damage is broken. Until crit damage gets fixed, then of course crit damage will be a way better stat to look at than defense penetration. But again, I just want to make sure this stat was in fact working, and it looks like it actually is. So, okay, so that was bad only because I was inside the ring. Do one more. When you're inside the ring, you do way less damage. You got to be 5 meters away from the actual radius of the opponent to do the max damage, and that's what we've been calculating based off of the max damage. So let's do one more. Let him jump or whatever he's gonna do here. Dive. Okay, here we go. 141728. Yep. 141728. Okay, there you guys go. 11 to 12% increase. All right, I think that proves it, that it does work. So if we go back here now and look at the stat one more time, defense penetration does in fact work. So that is a very, very good thing to know, because right now you can definitely replace defense penetration for regular crit damage at the moment if you're willing to spend the gold, obviously, right? Keep in mind, you're going to have to rebuild your artifacts. You're going to have to take off existing ones, etc. So if we look again at the stat, it was 12.22%. I mean, we're pretty damn close to that anyways here. So I think it's safe to say, guys, the numbers do in fact jive. Defense penetration works. Great. There you guys go. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.